In the past 2 decades and a half, possibilities for socio-economic transformation have increased significantly in Nepal because of major political changes. Encouraging efforts at reform have been made in the governance sector in an environment that was ready to make and accept changes. In the prolonged political transition, the country's governance sector was fraught with pressing issues and challenges to ensuring human rights, inclusion, and people's access to resources. These are the foundations of democratic principles. The Enabling State program has been launched in January 2001 with a view to addressing these issues as well as enhancing the capacity of the government to contribute to poverty reduction.
The idea was to try and support both the government and civil society to work together in order to create a more transparent and more stable government. So it's working both with the government but also with civil society organisations and people at the grassroots to sort of promote inclusion, to get their voice heard, to make sure things are transparent and to hold the government to account.
The UK government's Department for International Development, DFID, initiated the Good Governance Programme through the Enabling State Programme at a time when the country was in severe conflict and citizens' access to their rights was gradually diminishing. This program aimed to create an enabling environment for constructive engagement between the state and citizens by strengthening the governance aspects with a focus on priority development programs of the Government of Nepal. Various activities have been implemented in all 75 districts through this program.
ESP is trying to work on an issue-based approach, for example, combating gender-based violence, working with communities on social justice, and it works with government as well as civil society organization. Otherwise, if it works alone, the effectiveness of the whole thing is compromised.
Governance, access to judiciary, inclusiveness, and people's participation are all considered fundamentals to developing a democratic society. By addressing these issues, poverty, inequity, and discrimination can be tackled. Based on this theory, the program has initiated various projects in the past 13 years. The projects contributed to access to justice, equitable public service delivery, and strengthening of democracy. The program has emphasized the need of the community and their participation in the governance sector.
विभिन्न गाविस अनि जिल्ला विकासबाट पनि बजेट छुट्याएर हामीहरू कार्यक्रम गर्न सफल भएको छौं.
This program has developed the capacity of women and helped raise their political awareness as well.
के गर्नु हो भने पुरुष साथीले पुरुष भएको सिटमा त महिला कहिले आउनै सक्दैन भनेर भन्नुको सुने. उहाँले पनि नछोड्ने म पनि नछोड्ने. प्रतिस्पर्धा गरेर मैले जिते.
Transparency and accountability are fundamental to measuring the quality and maturity of democracy. In this process, the responsibilities of different state institutions and their constructive engagement with citizens are vital. Various citizen groups formed through the program support have made notable progress to bring about changes in the lives of poor and vulnerable people.
पूर्ण रूपमा चाहिँ सहयोग लिँदै हामी चाहिँ यो गाविसलाई चाहिँ राम्रो एउटा गाविस बनाउनलाई चाहिँ हामी योजना बढाउने छौं.
Involvement of youth in such programs has raised their awareness in democratic exercises. It has also assisted their social transformation process.
युवाहरू एकदमै सेन्सिटिभ भएर लैंगिक हिंसाको इस्युलाई लिएर अगाडि बढिरहेका छन्. त्यो चाहिँ एकदमै हामीले उपलब्धिमूलक रूपमा लिएका छौं.
Now let us move to a school in Dang district where secondary level students have received basic knowledge about human rights. The lessons have helped some students perform outstanding work in protecting human rights.
1 वर्षभन्दा अगाडि एउटा यसकै कारणले गर्दाखेरि पनि हामीले एउटा बाल विवाह रोक्न सफल भएका थियौं।
हामी सबैभन्दा पहिले यो शिक्षा लागू गरेपछि जनता चेतनशील भएर अझै प्रजातन्त्रलाई आफै विकसित बनाउँछन्।
जम्मा हामीले विद्यार्थीको संख्या चाहिँ 2887 जनालाई मानवीय शिक्षा दिन तयार भएका थियौं।
This program has made an innovative effort at combating violence against women by using football matches and their players in an awareness campaign. Another major sphere of work of the Enabling State program is to increase people's access to justice. Community mediation and strengthening the capacity of judiciary are also key activities the program has carried out. Community mediation practices in the villages of Hill and Tarai districts have become a cornerstone in establishing justice at the local level. In the past 6 years, around 10,000 cases of land disputes, violence against women, beating and minor disputes have been resolved. These cases have been settled in accordance with the country's legal provisions.
बाल विवाह चाहिँ घटेको हो त्यो छैन, बहुविवाह पनि छैन है र पीरमार्का जुन मान्छेहरु पहिले मस्तो गर्थ्यो थोड़ा समाजहरुबाट अबलित हुन्थ्यो त्यो पनि छैन, दलितहरुको छुवाछुत भावना जुन थियो त्यो पनि हरायो।
विवाद निरूपण स्थानीय स्तरमा भएपछि त्यसले पक्षहरुका बीचमा मनमुटाव पनि रहने अवस्था हुन्न।
It is only through the incorporation of inclusive governance and accountability that the credibility and quality of service providing organizations increase. Internalizing this worldwide principle, the program has supported the government to make the public service sector more inclusive. This program has also helped enhance the capacity of various state institutions, including the Public Service Commission, the Election Commission of Nepal, and the National Information Commission.
ESP ले जुन हामीलाई मद्दत गर्यो, यो दाताको रूपमा मद्दत गर्यो, एकदमै राम्रो भएको छ। स्ट्रक्चरल वेमा हामी जान सक्छौं, कुन कुरा किन गरिरहेछौं भन्ने कुरा प्रष्ट रूपमा हामी भन्न सक्ने स्थितिमा पुग्छौं। अहिले चाहिँ हामीलाई त्यो कुराको नुहाउ बेसिक कुराहरू थाहा भएको छ।
ESP सँगको सहयोगमा राष्ट्रिय सूचना आयोगले एउटा चाहिँ नि 5 वर्षे चाहिँ नि एउटा नेशनल स्ट्र्याटेजिक इन्फर्मेसन प्लान तर्जुमा गर्यो। अहिले हामीले निर्माण गरेका पूर्वाधारहरूको आधारमा यो सूचनाको हकलाई प्रभावकारी कार्यान्वयन गर्नको लागि अब निरन्तर रूपमा हामी अगाडि बढिरहेका छौं।
Through the support of this program, the Election Commission of Nepal was able to initiate electronic registration of voters throughout the country and conduct constituent assembly elections successfully. Another important work done through this program was training government officials of various agencies on importance of accountability, responsiveness, integrity, gender equality and social inclusion in governance.
यहाँको सबै रेगुलर कोर्समा आईजी को कम्पोनेन्टलाई इन्टिग्रेट गर्ने कामहरू भएको छ। त्यसैले अब हामीले गर्ने मेहनत चाहिँ भोलि नेपाल सरकारका अधिकृतहरूले आम जनतासँग गर्ने व्यवहारमा कसरी प्रदर्शित हुन्छ, कसरी परिलक्षित हुन्छ, हैन, त्यो कुरामा निर्भर गर्छ।
Besides organizational strengthening, the program has contributed to legal reform. The Governance Act of Nepal is an important milestone in this regard. Such efforts have been instrumental in ensuring space for the poor and vulnerable in governance and development.
महिला, ज्येष्ठ नागरिक, अपाङ्गता भएका व्यक्तिहरू, बालबालिकाहरू सबैका लागि सरकारले दिने सेवा उहाँहरूले लिनुपर्छ। उहाँहरूले लिँदाखेरि के कस्ता प्रक्रियाहरू अपनाउने, के कस्ता तरिकाहरू अपनाउने भन्ने हिसाबका कुराहरू चाहिँ रणनीतिमा रहेका हुन्छन्। हामी यसलाई दिगो रूपमा कार्यान्वयन गर्न लागि परेका छौं।
This program has put stronger emphasis on institutionalizing the achievements through effective coordination between state agencies and civil society organizations. Beneficiaries have expressed concerns over sustainability of the program and its projects. But the challenge for the program lies in meeting the increasing demands with limited resources.
One of the big lessons, I think, is the need in a post-conflict, fragile environment to be very flexible in your governance programming. Another really important lesson learned is the need to work with both civil society and the state, and to promote constructive dialogue between the state and between civil society. We, along with a number of other development partners, are starting a new governance program called the Governance Facility. And this program will be providing funding to civil society initiatives and to the media and to rule of law initiatives. So this program will take over many of the programs that have been funded under ESP, and it will be led by the Danes. It's a Danish run program, and DFID will be providing funding to that program. But we hope that this will carry on many of the activities that have been running so far with civil society under the ESP.
Constructive engagement between state agencies and civil society organizations has benefited over 2 million people in Nepal.
We started ESP, the Enabling States Programme, in 2001, so it's been going for about 13, 14 years, which is a long time for a programme. And I think the fact that it's gone on for so long is basically because it's been so successful, and we've extended it and changed it over time. And was very impressed by the range of people that we met that were involved in this programme, women's groups, local parties, all working together to really try and promote transparency. So it's worked at lots of different levels, and is, like I say, has been a very flexible programme supporting lots of different things, but really looking at better transparency and better accountability.
This programme has moved forward by taking into consideration the demands of government agencies and community, their participation, management and leadership. It is therefore essential that the ownership of development and of project results lie greatly with the government as well as communities. This approach of the Enabling State Programme is expected to be continued with greater zeal in future.